All right. We're doing a mobile home. And this was a...
It's a frise.
It's a frise. And the carpets, I don't think they're all that bad, but there's some stuff in them. We've already pre-sprayed. We're using the 17-inch Challenger bonnet and Challenger pad driver. And I'll put some information in the description because people always want to ask where you get these things at. I'll tell you how you do that. Follow the instructions. And put a link in the description for the Oreck so you can find those. And it is a hot day in Texas today.
Ooh, it is a smoker.
It's over 100 degrees.
It's not a good day to be camping out or barbecuing.
No.
Not unless you want to get real hot. I know.
Alright. I'm going to try to show as much of this as possible.
Well, we'll probably show it straight through because
yeah, we've got this.
We don't want to make more than 20-minute video.
Well, I'm going to walk out just a second because he's just about done.
This whole place in under 20 minutes.
We've got another room in here. This is the living room. And it's fairly good sized. I'm trying to keep the camera from popping out of focus. And they're working on the place right now. And we have another room. Oops. Back here. Same carpet throughout. All frise. And you can see there's some pretty good wear in here. Now frise, you never know. Depends on how bad. They said that this place is pretty trashed. What happened was the people that were living here just abandoned the place and didn't say anything. And the landlords didn't find out till they tried to collect the rent that they'd vacated. So
you might as well stay at the kitchen and you might as well wash the spraying and everything. I'm gonna spray and clean and we're gonna move quick.
Alright.
On this deal.
Whew. So anyway, these carpets pretty trash, and I guess they had dogs and the whole 9 yards. So. Trying to get the thing to focus. It's kind of strange lighting for the camera. I guess it's struggling with the focus a little bit. Yeah, I think it's because those curtains are so bright over there. Let me switch to this side and see if it's a little bit more stable.
Maybe stand over here in this corner when I get done and film with the light to your back and shine it across the room, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
That might be better, yeah.
It just is trying to focus on you and then on the floor and then on you and then on the floor, and it keeps hunting back and forth.
I stand like right back here.
Well, I don't think it's going to help.
I'm not an expert. I think that's good, but then again, I could be dead wrong.
I'm going to move over there for a second anyway, just to get out of the way.
One of my things in life, I'm normally not real wrong about a lot. But I can be, I guess, because I ain't perfect.
You know, you might want to just do half the room at a time in case you have to.
Oh no, it'll keep the pre-spray wet. This is dingy.
Yeah, you could tell where the couch was sitting, and
you can tell some people pigged out.
Yeah, they had dogs, and they kind of tore the place up apparently.
They moved Bigfoot in with them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They grossed up the place pretty good. They put a little extra down in these darker areas.
I used to have rental properties, and I would never, ever get into that again. I mean, that's not how I want to invest my money.
It's not a good way to go.
It's just having people tear your stuff up all the time, and you're just kind of stuck a lot of it. You can just eat the expenses and
stuff. Let me get this right here. Alrighty then, we should be ready to rock and roll. Hey, may I show a camera? That's a lot of heavy traffic lane areas.
Yeah, I think it. Well, I can see it on the viewfinder, but you never know.
If you can see it, it might show up. But it's some nasty business, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's like 5:30 in the afternoon, so It's kind of a weird time of day. We don't usually work this late, especially in the hottest part of the summer, but this is a good client of
We
ours.
like to work up the morning.
Yeah, we try to get in
noon or so.
yeah, in this part of the country, you get your stuff done as early as possible so you can get out of the heat, you know.
We try. That's the game plan. Now, for y'all that are interested in this machine and getting into this business, when you get dirty carpets like this, you go pretty quick on them, but when you got a dark area, you just work that area. And then you won't get them all out, but generally you'll get a lot of them out. We get out more than a lot of people. We've been doing this for a lot of years. So we're pretty good at pulling dirt out of the carpet.
I watched an old carpenter one time. He was doing he was coming in and putting up like crown molding and everything like that. And that guy was so good after years and years and years of doing it.
This right here,
he didn't even measure, you know.
If this comes out, it'll be amazing. This is bad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is, but it's real bad.
It could be anything. They had dogs and stuff, so.
If it comes out, I'm gonna petition for Carpet Painter of the Year award.
I don't think you'll win that one.
No. No, but I'll try.
Yeah, I got to try to get away from that window.
You know what? That's pretty much came out. I don't know what it shows on video, but man, that is looking good, you know, to the naked eye. There's always this thing with this stuff where it looks good in the room you're with it, but on camera it's like, I see dirt. I was like, but you don't see dirt. It's just.
Well, yeah, you always have. I mean, video is kind of deceptive. It doesn't show exactly what you see with the human eye, and so you know we clean until it looks good to the human eye, because that's what you have to do. You know.
Oh yeah, and to the people who ask us.
And if you see artifacts and things like that, you know that's sometimes not visible,
to the people,
except on a camera.
I'll say some people that are watching this. Here's what we're using: Becco Green Earth. That's what we're cleaning with. We don't pre-spot.
I'll put a link in the video description, and it's a basic thing. It's got a really good peroxide in it, and a carpet safe solvent. And so between those two, it seems like it handles everything.
And to the people who want to know what we pre-spot with, we don't pre-spot.
No, but you can use Petco at full strength as a spotter. Just follow the directions on the label.
We don't though. We just paint with Becco and it takes out everything. We don't pre-spot or none of that stuff. We haven't done that in over a year.
We got usually between 4 to 8 ounces per gallon of water in our sprayer.
When you get a real good pre-spray, you can eliminate pre-spotting altogether.
Yeah, it helps. Of course, there's 1,000,001 opinions as to what the best pre-sprays are, and we don't want to get into all that.
Well, Becco's got peroxide.
This seems to work, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's eliminated pre-spotting and all that stuff.
I'm going to go back, because you're kind of in a boring spot there. Let me go back.
I'm in the slow spot.
Yeah, it's just slow and tedious at that point. That looks pretty decent. Oh, and the closet doesn't have carpet, so it's got this flooring in it, so. Just don't let that stuff dry up on you.
No, it ain't drying up.
Yeah, they were running the air conditioner all day trying to cool this place off because they've been working here, and then they figured out that window over there has been open. So they just finally closed that because it's like it never would cool off in here.
And the truth is, it's warm in here.
It's warm. That back bedroom down there we haven't done yet. It's kind of cold back there. So that's the sweet spot if you want to stay cool in this house. Alright, we're at 10 minutes here, so I may have to pause to keep this thing in a decent length.
Well, you just tell me, I mean, you won't have to.
No.
This room's going to be done in like 3 or 4 minutes. You might want to pause when we spray the next room, just for the spray part of it.
Yeah.
Depending, you can show the whole thing. And that, we got to keep the video under 20 minutes. It's just easier for us if we, that way we don't have to edit.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, how many people are going to actually, even if the video is 20 minutes, how many people are going to sit through 20 minutes? They're going to watch 3 or 4 or 5 minutes maybe, and then they're going to, you know, be like, okay, I've seen enough, and they're bored. You can only make this stuff so interesting. Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to do some scrubbing when you get over here.
I've already been doing scrubbing everywhere in here.
Yeah. Just don't lose your place.
No, I'm not mixed up.
And the machine seems to scrub better going forward and backward than side to side. A lot of people.
Direction you want to.
Yeah, it does, but when you're going forward and backward, it seems like it actually works a little bit better.
Forward and backward, you're shoving it against the mat.
Yeah.
And making it have more of a force.
You're forcing it into the carpet more than when it's gliding across on the sideways swing.
But it'll feel like that too. Slow down and don't force it and let it glide through. See, I picked up a lot of dirt on that.
Now I'm gonna go back around to this side. It's really hard to tell. This carpet's kind of, I know on camera you see one thing, but you know, to the naked eye, it's a little bit difficult to find a spot where you can actually see what.
Well, we'll tell the truth. If we tell you it's clean, it don't matter what the camera shows. And if we can't get all the stuff out, we'll say that didn't come out, that kind of thing. We'll just tell you.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, trying to get it so you can actually see better what's going on is tough because.
Because one thing we don't do is we don't lie to the people watching our stuff.
No.
We've always been honest, and there's no reason. I mean.
Well, the truth about carpet cleaning, we want people to know this because we're trying to get people who want to start their own businesses and stuff. You know, some carpets are just, they're not going to respond to carpet cleaning very well.
No, they're not going to clean as well as others.
And you don't want to think that every carpet can be clean because there's some that just won't respond to it and they won't get clean.
I'm going to spray a little more.
Okay. And you got to know when to say enough because sometimes.
You know when to hold them.
Yeah, well, like if you don't know how to recognize wear and tear in a carpet, you're not going to clean the wear and tear out of the carpet.
Walk away and know when to run.
Yeah.
So they say. Okay, that'll fix it. You can't clean them dry. You gotta keep them wet.
We're trying to hurry because the people working in here didn't want to be in here while we were cleaning, so they went outside and it's hot out there. So when we get done, they'll be able to come back in. So we don't want to be in here all night.
That respraying them did the trick. Now they're just easing right out.
Yeah.
It's just taking the dirt right out. That Vector Green Earth is some careless stuff.
Yep.
It's got a good solvent, and it's got peroxide. That's basically all you need to clean carpets. It ain't an end cap. We don't mess with that.
Yeah, we're not even gonna go down that road to get started on that whole subject.
It's one of those things.
This is just old school bonnet cleaning.
If I was friends with you, I'd tell you about end cap, but I don't talk to strangers about it.
Yeah. Well, don't open up a can of worms, you know.
Yeah, it's not best to talk about it with strangers. They don't get it.
Well, there's so much hype and you know things in this industry, and you know we've been doing this off and on since 1978, and a lot of that stuff is just amazing to people.
Leave the camera running. What's the time up to?
14:40.
Okay.
But it's amazing how people fall for some of that stuff. But I guess, you know, if you haven't been doing this for very long, you don't know any better, and you listen to all this stuff people do, and people are just trying to sell you garbage all the time just because that's what they do. They take advantage of the fact you don't know what you're doing, and you'll buy anything to try to get better results. And they got people just completely running around confused, switching bonnets, switching chemicals, just looking for that magic potion that really, you know, most of the stuff you can get just works if you know how to do it. It's not nearly as sophisticated as people like to say it is.
No.
We try to show people a simple, basic method that's inexpensive, that you can easily afford to get into. And of course, you can always do it differently if you want to. It's your deal.
But anyway, in case people don't know, we are not end cappers.
No.
We just don't believe in it.
Well, it just isn't necessary, especially on residential carpets.
I don't believe it works.
Cut pile.
I believe it's a hype to sell product, is all it is. No, that's how I feel.
Well, anytime people can figure out a way to move things up a notch so the average person can't figure out how to do it, you know, they do that, because that way people have to spend a lot of money someplace to get what they think is the stuff you have to have. And the truth is, you don't really have to have all that stuff. 16 minutes. I should have paused it while you did that.
Maybe. Get in there right now and get ready. I'm coming behind you.
Yeah.
Just get ready. I'll be there quick and we'll knock this out.
Just watch your cord. You got all this stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a bathroom there. And apparently it's freezing cold in there right now, so. Yeah, this is the room with all the air conditioning.
If it goes like the 21, 22 minutes, it'll make it, but we don't want to go much more than that.
This is the room with all the air conditioning in it.
Yeah. It's the room I want to stay in if I lived out here.
Yeah, you could stay in the other one though. This would be my room.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah. That'll be after the fight.
After the fight, that's right.
Mm, 17:30.
If it goes over a minute, let it go.
Well, if the video ends abruptly, that's what happened. I'm not going to put two clips together.
No, then it'll just run out and that's the end of it. We're not going to edit it, so if this thing takes off and goes sideways, okay. I see you guys seeing me pass through this dirty area and not clean it, but I'm going to. I'm just getting it kind of pre-cleaned before I do the real cleaning.
Yeah, a lot of times you just go over the whole room and then start coming back on the stuff
The stuff that you know is bad.
that you know needs a little more work.
And there it is. Now some of this on video will look like dirty carpet, but it's damaged carpet. The fibers don't look the same, so they appear to be dirty, but this is damaged, bent over fibers that will never look right again. And that's all they are.
I'll be right back. Before we get to the end here, which may come suddenly, I want to show you this carpet in here. There's a shadow here. Not perfect, but much, much, much better. And as it dries with the peroxide that's in this pre-spray, as it dries, it will lighten up some more. That's one of the beauties of
a lot of people
peroxide. It's not going to leave any kind of residue.
Peroxide. Well, peroxide's like the gift that keeps on giving. It'll keep lightening up. What you see here is not how it'll end up lightening up more than this. And
even with a solvent in Becko Green Earth, it's still a neutral pH.
It's neutral, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good chemical. You don't. Now a lot of people clean with a high pH pre-spray, and that's fine, and it does a good job. It's a lot faster in some ways, but then you gotta you can have some problems with resoiling and stuff. With a neutral pH, it's a pretty good deal because you avoid a lot of those issues. And when you're done, since the peroxide's in there, as it dries, you know, any remaining amount is not going to do any damage to the carpet. It's fine. So,
but buy the products you want to clean with, and beware the snake oil salesman on YouTube trying to hawk you on products, baby. They'll sell you anything if you'll purchase it.
Well, and all the stuff works you know, to some
Everything-
degree.
You can use water and Dawn dish soap and clean carpets.
Yeah.
Everything works.
There's a few chemicals that work really good, and they're usually pretty expensive. And then there's a bunch of average chemicals that people push real hard because they don't work that great, so you have to really push them hard to sell them. The good chemicals sell themselves, pretty much.
Did we mention these bonnets and Oreck Thibodaux?
Yeah, I'll put the link in the video
They'll be in the
description.
video description if we didn't talk enough about it.
I'm gonna sneak by.
Well, we appreciate Corey from Carpet Muscle TV.
Well, he sends us bonnets.
He sends us bonnets.
He sends us pad drivers, yeah, and we.
And we like him. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a challenger painter.
So yeah, we pay for those things.
He's very sincere.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and we pay for those things by sending traffic his way.
Yeah.
Because these are good products that people can use, and I think most everybody will be happy with them.
As you can tell, I cleaned all this carpet on one bonnet. I haven't flipped it. It's just working. No problem at all. The stuff works good. The pad driver works. The bonnets are great. Of course, we love the Oreck.
Oh, we're 21 minutes. You know, I think I'm going to stop it.
Hang on. I'm about to end.
Okay, yeah, you are about to end. You're about to get ended.
It won't matter. If the video ends, sayonara to everybody.
Well, yeah,
We're
but
done.
hey, thanks for watching the video. That's good enough.
Be careful, don't step on the floor.
Yep, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Until next time, thanks for watching.